is a great day. We're gonna make pasta. We're gonna make incredible pasta, actually. It's not gonna be a traditional one. Our Italian cousins have cannoli, where they stick some things into the round and long pasta. Instead, what I'm gonna do, in Turkey we call them mantı, use these as a combination of mantı making, which is Turkish ravioli, or dumplings. Outside is dough, inside is some minced meat or something else. So using this pasta, we're gonna make tepsi mantısı, which is tray mantı. Now I have mixed up your minds, I know, but relax on your couch and enjoy a great tasting, great looking feast. So we're gonna start. The filling is gonna be minced meat and onions. We have many vegetarian and vegan friends. We love you guys. There's gonna be a mushroom and green lentil version of this written down below, so relax. You can interpret the recipe the same way, just switching the meat and the onions with the recipe below. So, to this, I have 250 grams of ground beef. I'm gonna use 1.5 whole onions. While using that onion, I'm gonna probably cry. I'm gonna grate it. In the grinder, I have the bigger one and I have a small one. I'm using the smaller one. I can do the bigger one, huh? I can do the bigger one. Don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is I never left you. All through my worst days. Now I have a half onion. Here is the green part. Now it's because it's spring, onions are waking up to have babies. What I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna take this part where the green is growing and I'm gonna put this to the soil and see whether it's gonna grow. Okay. This is good for sinuses, guys. These parts, I'm gonna use my knife. Always clean the inside. There's always a lot inside. 2 weeks ago, we planted. The video is just here. Look how much they grew. Okay, our onions are here. We are not gonna throw away these. This is important. In Turkey, unfortunately, 52% of what we get, the vegetables at home, we throw them away. Can you imagine? And the economy is so bad. In spite of that, it's that much. In a normal cooking video, you never see these parts of the end of the onion. But I'm trying to include this because in the old days, this kind of culture was transferred to people from grandmas to their grandchildren. But we're far away from our grandparents usually. And maybe they're not alive to share with us like my grandmas. It's this relationship which is gonna take an important part in transferring the culture. So we don't waste anything, and the small tips we use is for everyone. So to this, I'm gonna add a tablespoon of butter and I'm gonna put some red flaked pepper. You can use any kind of red pepper, it will work. 1.5 teaspoon of black pepper, so a lot of black pepper. Whoop. As you can see, we grind our black pepper. If you grind your own herbs and spices, it takes longer time for them to go bad. You use a lot less to get that taste because they are fresher. And we put some salt. Also some parsley. You can use coriander if you like, if you're a coriander fan. In Turkey, we always use parsley. And we mix it all up. What does onion do to the meat? For example, you eat a great burger, it's very juicy and great when it's hot, but when it gets cold, it becomes chewy and hard and not so tasteful. What onion does is it breaks the cells and it softens the meat. Because it breaks the cells, it doesn't become any more that juicy, and if you eat it an hour later, it still keeps the moist inside. So onion works in a very interesting way. For example, now we had so much onions inside. We'll use less meat, we get a lot of taste. So what onion does? Brings some sweetness, softens the meat, helps the taste when the meat gets colder. Ground meat when cooked becomes like this, but when it's with an onion, it stays relaxed. All done. As you can see, the red meat started to brown a bit. That's what onion is working. So that's it. I take 1 mantı, put some in like this, and push it with my little finger. In Turkey, unfortunately, we don't have like bigger pasta. If you have bigger shells in where you live, do the recipe with bigger shells because of course like filling these will take a little bit time. I'm lucky that Burak is with me, Furkan is with me. You can put this in your lap and watch TV while doing it. So it will take about 10 minutes to do. When we are gonna put it on the tray, I'm gonna butter the tray. I have a round tray like this. You have to really fill the pasta, by the way, because the pasta is gonna expand while it waits. So what I'm gonna do, if it's dirty outside, clean it with your hands and put the pasta one after another like this. First row is gonna be the longest. You'll feel as if it's not gonna end. But you will see that second row will be much easier. While they are finishing up, I'm gonna do the sauce, the red grape sauce. For that, I have 1.5 tablespoons of butter. I have 2 garlic here. I'm gonna crush it. I'm gonna use another 2 garlics for the yogurt sauce. Butter and garlic, 2 incredibly nice things together. I'm not gonna brown the garlics. I want their fresh smell in the sauce. So before the butter finishes melting, I'm gonna add 400 grams of tomato puree. And while adding the puree, what I do, we call them ears. I open the ears of the box like that to be able to use 100% of the content inside. Because unfortunately, if you don't open these, you have 10-15 grams of sauce left inside the box. This is okay for the milk, this is okay for the cream, keep in mind. So these are our small tips for the sustainability in the kitchen. So here I have 400 milliliters of tomato puree. To that I'm gonna add about 600 milliliters, which is about 2 cups and 100 more milliliters. To this I also add a bit of salt and a tablespoon of vinegar. This helps the tomato juice is acidic and it has more sour taste. The vinegar balances it. So a pinch of black pepper, a pinch of, again, red flake pepper. If you're gonna eat it with kids, don't put it. And some more salt. All done. While waiting for the tomato sauce to boil, I have come near my team. And here, there are 2. One is right, the other one is wrong. This one, half empty. This is wrong. This one is all full. This is right. How we make it, I'm gonna show one example. For example, you put some like this, okay? As if it's full, but then you put it with your finger like this and it goes all the way in. That's what we want, okay? And at the last moment, we clean it. All done. My mom broke her shoulder, so yesterday I was at home preparing food. So here I have one that I have prepared yesterday, but this one is gonna be for the team, so they're finishing up. So, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn on the heat. As you can see, because it waited a little while, the pasta expands. I'm gonna slowly put this great water like this. Okay. On the pack, it says 11 minutes for it to cook, so check on your pasta how long it takes. Cook a minute less because we put the onion mincemeat. It expands the pasta a bit. So 1 minute less will be more than enough. We're gonna then turn it off and let it sit for another 5 minutes for it to soak the extra juice of the boiling water. And then it's gonna be ready to eat. While doing that, we are gonna also prepare a little yogurt. Yogurt sourness is great with pasta. In Turkey, we eat our mantas and pastas with a lot of yogurt. I'm gonna put 2 cloves of garlic, a bit of salt, a touch of black pepper, and I'm gonna put it in the middle so that everyone's gonna have the taste. This is almost done. I'm gonna turn this off. And for 5 minutes, this is gonna rest and it's gonna soak all its juices. And here we have finished and we have some more. These are, guys, some of the semi-empty ones, probably. Okay, we're gonna finish all this in 5 minutes and clean up and eat. And some parsley on top. And here we are. Simple and delicious recipe. So good. And here we go. For serving, we need some of its water, like this. The juice is very important. And some to the middle, the yogurty parts. Here we go. Yes. Voila to our Italian cousins on their cannoli. I'm inviting them to try this one and hope they like it and enjoy it. And I forgot how it tasted. The juice is all inside them. It fills your mouth with, you get the garlic, you get the onion taste, and it's very nice. And the pepper as well. And the garlic yogurt makes it a great sauce. Lukan, you haven't tasted. Yeah, yes, he's coming. Okay. Get some from the juice and the yogurt, yes.
Çok lezzetli.
Bu ne mi diyorsun? What is this?
Çok iyi.
Okay. Take care, guys. Hope you enjoy the video. Hope you enjoy what we're doing. And lots and lots and lots of love. If you say, Refika, I don't have a tray like this. This is Refika'dan. You can buy from Refika'dan. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, you can subscribe to our channel. We love you guys very much and hope to see you next week.